Hey, welcome back. I'm Cruz Miller, man. Got another TikTok compilation about people being productive, man. Not none of all that hip moving and all that craziness, man. We got a video about people giving strategies and their methods on how they're going to save here in 2025, man. 2024 was real tough for a lot of people. I mean, really since 2020, since the vid, it's been real tough. I ain't gonna say since the vid, man. I say about 2021, 2022. Since 2022, it's been kind of rough for people out here, man. Definitely financially, definitely in 2024. Coming out of 2024, people were really feeling inflation and all of the other things that come along with that. So, anyway, man, I ain't gonna keep running my mouth. Let's get it. Hey.
It is officially 6 days before 2025, and if you want to be more financially responsible next year, here are 6 things you can do to make that happen. Number one is to make your no spend list. So, this is a list that you're absolutely not going to buy this year because you yourself know that you don't need those things: clothes, new gym sets, water bottles, like all those things. Second is to set 1 or 2 money goals that you're going to stick by and actually follow through the whole year. Whether that is, I'm going to deposit $100 into my savings account every month, so that is $1,200 by the end of the year, or that is maxing out my TFSA or maxing out my RSP, maxing out those tax benefit accounts. Having a goal really helps motivate you to achieve that, and looking back in December 2025, you'll see how far you've come. Number three is to set rules in your problem spending area. So this could be a rule for myself for buying clothes, is that I can only buy something when I sell something else of the same value. So if I sell a shirt for $10, that means I have $10 to spend to buy new clothes. Number four is to set a budget on your problem area. So designate a certain amount of money per month for that spending if you must. But be disciplined, don't go over it. Number five is to choose one thing that will help you understand personal finance, because I know it could be scary, I know it could be daunting, but the only way to grow is in discomfort. So hold on to that. For this, I recommend reading a financial book, talking to people about finances. Don't be afraid of talking about it, and also listen to someone else talk about it in a way that you understand. And last but not least, read up on any registered plans in Canada: tax-free savings account, registered retirement savings account, or first home savings account. Any of these accounts can help you financially reach your goals, whether that's saving for a new home, just lowering your taxable income in general so you pay less in taxes, or help you save up for retirement. So read up on those, gain a better understanding, and increase your financial knowledge.
I mean, cool. That was real cool what you said. I'm not gonna keep interrupting the video. It's just that sometimes when people say things, it kind of just I don't know, kind of irritate me. I don't know. I don't understand this. I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I don't understand why you would sell your clothes, for a cheap price, for a discounted price to go buy, obviously a shirt or whatever, another piece of clothing is obviously not the same quality or up in the same realm because you had to get the other clothes at a discounted price. So for $10, pretty sure the $10 shirt you're gonna get probably like from Target or something. So my first thing is like, why do you need to sell your clothes to buy new clothes if nothing wrong with the other clothes? And I think something is wrong with society is that we tend to keep worrying about one what other people think, and then we're so fucking materialistic. Excuse my language. We're so materialistic, man. We sit there and worry about the wrong things. If your clothes don't have holes in them, there's no need for you to replace them. And if you're able to sell clothes and still have clothes available to you where you're not hindering yourself, far when it's wintertime or when it's summertime, then take that money that you sold your clothes with and invest that money into something. Put it like how she was saying at the end, put it in a tax benefit account. Like I preach over here, put that thing in a Roth IRA in some type of brokerage account. But I digress, man.
Everybody keep talking about they doing a no spend in 2025. I mean, I get it. I think I get what you're trying to say when you say that, but that's not possible because we gotta spend money to live. But I think another way to say that is that we're gonna focus on essential spending for 2025. Now, if you put it like that, I pretty much do that every year. And I know what y'all might be saying, Krisha, we just seen you was on a trip. You went here, you went there. Yes, that's essential. Trips are essential for my mental health.
No, it's not. Don't listen to that. Like she was on point. She was killing it, but you don't need to go on no trips. That's another thing killing y'all. Y'all fake mental health rehabilitation stuff. That ain't rehabilitating nothing. Because with your mental health or while you going on that vacation is to escape whatever bills that you got. Pay your bills and get yourself financially ahead. then you'll be okay. You won't really have all these mental health issues. So no, I don't agree with that, man. You do not need to go on vacations. That's another. Stay your ass in your house. Pay your bills.
And see, that's what's so good about saying, you're going to focus on essential spending, because you get to decide what's essential to you. Now, if you're living above your means, that's probably why you're trying to say, okay, I'm going to do a no spend 2025. Instead, just focus on your essentials and spending below your means. That's it. And if your essentials and living below your means can include 2 or 3 trips a year, then you're winning. You're winning.
Okay, I am doing a no spend / low spend January to kick off 2025. And these are just the parameters that I've set for myself. I've seen a lot of people either have more strict parameters or more loose parameters, but this is just what I think will work for me, but will also be enough of a challenge to make it exciting and make it worth it. So the first 2 I would say kind of go hand in hand. No new clothes, no new shoes. I have an excess of clothes, I have an excess of shoes, and I definitely don't need anything beyond what I already have. So nothing new. Beyond January, how I see this evolving is if I do see something new that I want or feel like I need, then I will need to get rid of something that I already have on hand in my closet. So I believe it's called the 1 in, 1 out method.
No, we're not one in and one and out nothing. Okay, don't do this. Don't do it like that. Look, like y'all be like baby girl, you was almost there. No, if you don't need the shoes that you have, and then you still can have pairs of shoes, sell them damn shoes and invest that money. If you see a new pair of shoes and you don't need those shoes, don't buy those shoes. Do not exchange a pair of shoes out to go buy another pair of shoes. No, just these are y'all, you're just coming up with ways to still spend money with while trying to feel better about it. So I don't know. Just don't do this. Don't do this.
In addition to that, no new skincare. I feel like skincare was something that kind of like crept into my frequently purchased list for this year. And so what ended up happening is that I would have just a bunch of small little containers of like creams and serums that I would try, and then I would be influenced to try something different, and then I would buy something new, and then I had all these containers. And so my hope is that I can just use up what I already have on hand, and then once I've figured out what works for my skin, which I feel like I already have an idea of the types of things that work for my skin, then just kind of make sure I'm using something all the way up before replacing it. And I'm including makeup in skincare as well. So no new skincare, no new makeup, no new tech and tech adjacent accessories. So I feel like I'm pretty well stocked when it comes to technology, and over the last couple of months I found myself itching for, new tripods, new lighting, new microphone, like just as I've been filming myself more. And I want to remind myself that I can do all the things that I want to do with what I have available to me already. I don't really need anything new. I'm not going to buy anything on Amazon, at least in January. So I spent over $4,500 on Amazon in 2024 alone, which for me, definitely, probably for most people, but definitely for me is completely excessive. And so my hope is to not buy anything on Amazon. If I do have items that I see on Amazon that I would like, then just trying to find them at the store or on Facebook Marketplace, assuming that they don't fall into the above categories, that I'm not buying new things in. Nothing new on Amazon for the month of January, just to kind of get myself out of the habit of like checking Amazon first before looking anywhere else. Lastly, no food delivery apps. So I've actually done a pretty good job, I would say, of cutting back just over the last couple of months. But I want to continue trying to be intentional about cooking what's in my fridge, what's in my pantry. And then in the event that I do want to enjoy some takeout, I just need to be prepared to drive there and pick it up or walk there and pick it up myself versus paying the app to do that. There's no reason for that. That's a habit I definitely like to break. I haven't checked to see how much I spent on food delivery apps in 2024, but I am sure that it's astronomical. So those are my parameters that I'm setting for myself. Would love to hear if there's anything that you're doing, anything that you would modify, any changes that you would recommend, or any changes that you would make for yourself. And yeah, I'm excited to give this a try and share my journey with you all.
Now, I don't want to, she seems like a, and that young lady seems like a very nice young lady. And I don't want to sound like I was being, rude or rough on a young lady. I don't know. I'm just trying to be politically correct here, but I just want to keep it solid with the young lady, man. When you want to get a goal accomplished, you need to lock in, and locking in means, man, no games, no excuses. No, it's just all right. For instance, if I'm not gonna be eating donuts, I say I'm not gonna eat donuts no more because it's not working for me. It's messing up my health. I'm like pre-diabetic. I'm not going to make a compromise of saying I'm just going to eat it on Sunday. I'm just going to do a Sunday. No, you need to lock in and say I'm going to stop it completely. When you then decide that you're going to like have one foot in and one foot out of the situation, you eventually end up just diving all the way in, and then you set yourself back. Then you disappoint yourself, and you can't get the goal accomplished because you feel like you're a failure, and it just pushes you back, man. No, you need to lock in. When you say you want to do something, try to completely cut out everything around you or cut out whatever it is that's hindering you from getting to your goal. Do not indulge into that negative behavior. All right, I got my point across. Hey.
I just looked up my 2024 expenses, all the money that I spent this year in 2024, and it's honestly it's sad. My first goal of 2025 is to save at least 6 months of expenses. Now, because I have this house, you never know what can go wrong, and I don't want no surprises. I want to be able to just pay it out on hand. I don't want to owe nobody. My long term goal, even in 2026, early 2026, I want to pay off my car. I just got my car in February. I want to be able to pay it off. I signed up for like 5 years and I want to pay it off in at least 2.5. But in order to accomplish these goals that I have for myself, I have to realize where I'm spending my money. So these are the things that I will not be spending in 2025. The first thing I have on the list: no home goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, at home. Any home decor, I don't fucking need it. This also includes holiday decor too. This stuff, I'm gonna use this every single year until it falls apart. Clothes. Lately,
He decorated her? That's crazy, man. You spent your money on that, bro. You spent your money on some shit you could have went to your grandmama house and asked the photo she probably got up in the attic somewhere. You sitting there blowing all your money at some damn place with middle age mom at home soccer moms and shit, man. Look, man. Y'all need to tighten up. Look, man. It's drink water, eat pain over here. I'm holding everybody accountable. That is ridiculous, man. I thought you was at your mama crib, bro. You telling me you going to home decor and spend up all your good money on this stuff right here? Like, do you got kids or something, bro? Like, I mean, we at some point we got to grow up, man.
The past few months, I've been buying more clothes and accumulating more shit. And honestly, this house I love, but there's no storage and there's no place for me to hold these items. So no clothes, no shoes, no jeans, no more hats until they fall apart. Looking up my subscriptions. I know this is a small dent in a big pot, but it can definitely make a difference. I looked up my subscriptions and how much I'm spending a month on Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, HBO, Paramount, all that, all of it gotta go. I'm gonna keep one and I have to figure out which one I wanna keep. Lastly, is overspending at the grocery store. I'm a single person. I only shop for one person. But when I go to the store, I have these ideas in my mind of things that I want to make, and I'll go ahead and buy it right then and end up not making it and end up wasting a lot of food. And I feel bad because there's some people out in this world that can't even have 3 meals a day. And I have all this food in the fridge and it's going to waste. Now, mind you, everybody has their own like goals for 2025, and you kind of have to look at your own situation to see like what works best for you. I think we're all collectively getting more smart with how we spend our money, especially with you know who about to be in the White House. You don't know how much things are going to get more expensive for us to buy, and we kind of have to save where we can and be ready for whatever comes to us.
I have decided to do a no buy 2025, and here are the rules that I've set for myself. So I decided to do this because I'm tired of all of the useless, mindless spending that I do, but also because of just the clutter that it has accumulated in my home and in my life. Like, I mindlessly spend money at Target and TJ Maxx and blah blah blah. So here are my rules for the whole year of 2025 to not buy shit. Okay, so my first rule is going to be no TJ Maxx, no Marshalls, no Home Goods, no Ross, any of those kinds of stores. Like, I physically cannot even go inside of them. That's my first rule. My second rule is no going into Target. I realize there are some things I go in, like for instance, I buy my diapers and wipes at Target because I like to do their $20 gift card deal. I will do that, but I will do like pickup orders only. So I'll still buy things from Target that I need, but I will do pickup so I'm not tempted to like go in and buy extra things that I don't necessarily need. The third thing is I'm not going to be buying any like personal care products like shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, blah blah blah, perfume, toothpaste, toothbrushes, any of that until what I already have is gone. So I'm working on like getting through what I have, and then I'll replace it with things that I like or quality items, but I'm not going to be experimenting with random things anymore. Another big problem area for me is my grocery shopping. I tend to overspend at the grocery store, so I'm going to be better about making a list and also doing pickup. The only thing with grocery pickup is I like to pick out my own meat and my own fruit, because I've done pickup with the fruit and the meat and they just don't pick out what I would have picked out. So those are my two caveats. I'm going to mostly be doing grocery pickup, making a list, and not overspending at the grocery store anymore. Okay, the last one, this is going to be hard. No new clothes. I'm a clothes spender. I like to buy things that are on sale. I'm a big clothes spender. So no new clothes for myself. I have kids, but a lot of people have asked me like, well, how are you going to navigate this with kids? I have kids. I've gone through their closets. I know exactly what they have, and I know exactly what they need when they need it. So I will just be more strategic about how I buy clothes, because right now I go into Target and I just frivolously buy them clothes, and then they have 97 t-shirts and they wear 4 of them. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I am tired of my own bullshit, and this is going to be a way for me to get a hold of our finances. We're going to pay off all of our debt and really kind of crunch down on how much we spend, what we're spending, what we're consuming. I'm not super into like the consumerism anymore, so this is going to be a good starting point for us.
Well, that was that. Man, I know I was being a little tough on individuals in this video, man. Hey, I'm just getting more comfortable with the channel as I upload videos. This type of content is new to me. You know, I'm a tough cookie, man. You feel me? I'm tough on my kids. I'm tough on myself. You need to be tough on yourself. You need to be accountable for yourself. You know, granted, everybody had a plan, and that's where it starts. So you need to have a plan. You need to be prepared, and you need to be willing to make sacrifices in order for you to get to where you want to get to. So at the end of the day, these people still did a great job. coming up with a plan. So it is what it is. But as I always say, keep your head on the swivel, stay strapped, and always drink water and eat pain.